Has it gone live or not? No. Says it. Oh, there we go. 40 people. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're well. Massive technical issues trying to get the stream on the website, actually, and the payment process. It was absolutely abysmal. I tried to pay for it about 4 times in the end. Then we're trying to take like a subscription fee. But anyway, I've done it now. But good morning. Welcome along. Thanks for tuning in. Nothing wrong with my internet, nothing wrong with me, just the actual website. But looking forward to watching this. Really looking forward to watching the game. If you've got a stream, I hope you're all watching it as well. Alexander, cheers for tuning in. I will come to your comments as we go along throughout the stream this morning. But yeah, quite looking forward to this game, to be honest. And then we're back to St Mary's next week for the game against Brighton and Hove Albion. This is the penultimate one, isn't it? It's a lot warmer there than it is here. It's drizzling and raining outside. I don't know what it's like where you are this morning. I hope the weather's not too bad. I'm just moving my screens around so I can see everything. Put it on that. There we go. Bit of a colour clash, isn't it? When you've got like blue and white like that. Well, I think it is anyway. The stream quality is not bad. If you've bought it, it's not bad for a £5. It's actually not bad quality at all. 5 minutes 15 in on mine. Well, 5 minutes 18 now, even. Looks like a really dry pitch. There's fans there as well, which is actually quite annoying because I would have loved to have gone to this. I thought it was a behind closed doors friendly. How's this behind closed doors, by the way, when there's a load of fans there? Dear me. How many of us would have loved to have gone to this, by the way? Would you have gone? If you had the opportunity to go, would you have gone to the game? Because I would have done. I would have loved to have gone for a little trip to Spain and watch Saints. Brereton Diaz starting again then. Luke, thank you for your kind comments on YouTube. Really appreciate that, mate. It's very kind of you. Archer, Armstrong and Brereton Diaz as a front three. It looks like that's his preferred front three already by the looks of it, doesn't it? That's what he's starting with in most of these games. Good ball from Quaji. Brereton Diaz has a chance there and just it's a half chance really. Christ, their manager's well vocal on the touchline, isn't he? Jesus, mate, it's only a friendly. Joshua Quasi did chuck a bit of a tackle in there, though, to be fair. I like Joshua Quasi. I think he's going to be really good this season. I think he's going to be absolutely tops. Do we think Brereton Diaz is going to be a starter this season for the start of the season? Really? Still think we need someone to play off that left side. Surely a Dozy could be pushing him for that spot, really. The commentator's talking about a strong front line. I disagree with the strong front line. I think we're maybe lightweight off the left-hand side, certainly, in my opinion. I still think we need to make a signing or two in the final third. I'm gonna do loads of these watch-alongs this season. Actually, throughout the season, I'm gonna do like loads of the away games. I've got my Sky subscription, so I'll be at all the midweek games that are on TV that I can't go to. I'm gonna. You can stream the game for free. A lot of people are saying as well on Espanyol. I'll retweet it actually. So if you're not watching it and you want to watch it, I've just paid for it. So it's really freaking annoying, isn't it? I've just paid to get it, but you can. How can one club charge for it and another one not charge for it? Dear me, what is going on? 25 degrees in Spain. Oh, nice. Mauricio Pochettino, I see, is in the crowd as well, according to a few of the photographs that I've seen across X this morning. What a great manager he was for Saints. How's everyone feeling about the season? What's your early season predictions? I'm not going to give you mine yet, but what are your early season predictions for Saints this year? What are you feeling ahead of the season? Ramsdale in goal? Is that a sign that he stays for now? Newcastle are going to be in the market for a goalkeeper, you would think, with James Trafford going to Man City yesterday, or he's about to go to Man City. I don't know if it's been announced, but I think it will open the door at Newcastle for sure, because they were obviously looking for a goalkeeper. I think that's where he ends up, in all honesty. Who's going to pay 120 grand for Ramsdale? Yeah, I think that's a good point. I totally agree. It's a lot of money. But then Newcastle have a lot of money. It's the only thing I... Look and see what Shea Charles does in this game as well. Because I thought he gave the ball away a lot in the first game that I watched. Played a bit better in midweek. But he done well there. He done well there, Charles, in midfield. He's tidy, isn't he, Charles? It's weird to hear football fans packing around a game, isn't it? To hear a few little chants in the background. Ryan Fraser starting again. It's not been a bad start. 11 minutes in. Who's watching it? Who's watching the game? Just let me know in the comments box below. I'd love to know who's watching it. I will come to all your chat as well. If there's a break in play, because there will be a break in play. But all this behind closed doors nonsense, it isn't behind closed doors, is it? They obviously just didn't want fans travelling. I'm just a little bit pissed about that, I'll be honest. When was the last time as Saints fans we had the opportunity to go and watch our team overseas? Looks like Nathan Wood's injured. I'm just reading Alfie's tweets. He is there, not in the Saints lineup, but told he's here. And on the bench, Nathan Wood, apparently. Front three, though, of Brereton, Diaz, Fraser, Archer and Armstrong. Finding it a little bit depressing, sorry. Thank you for everyone tuning in to watch a watch-along pre-season friendly. I didn't think anybody would turn up this morning. I've got to be totally honest with you. I don't think anyone would be slightly interested in it. But I will react to it and talk about it as it goes. I'll have a look at performances from players, give you opinions. You can give me your opinions. It's a community here. I want you guys to get involved. I love your thoughts. I love reading your comments, mostly positive. Somebody did say to me yesterday, Martin, you need to work on your pronunciation of players. I do this as a hobby. I do my very best for pronunciation of players. I've got to be honest, but I don't have masses of time to go away and practice all this stuff. I've got about 3 jobs in the week that I do Monday to Friday, and show some respect, Martin, to our ex-players and managers. I will do my very best, but it is all for a bit of fun more than anything, if I'm honest. I'm not a paid reporter by any stretch of the imagination. Espanyol with a chance there. Goal kick, though. I like Joshua Kwasi. I think he's going to be really good this year. I spoke about him a little bit earlier on in the stream. He's such a big stride on him, hasn't he, as a defender? He's quick, and Jack Stevens started next to him today, but I do like the thought of Ronnie Edwards alongside of him. I've got to be totally honest with you. I think Ronnie Edwards has a big part to play this year. I just hope that he breaks into this side. Looks a nice setup at Espanyol, doesn't it? Like, the setup there looks really nice. Ryan Fraser playing really close to Cameron Archer. Like, really close to him. Almost playing in the 10, not like where he used to play for Saints. He's playing more in that number 10 role. Big notice is that Mateus Fernandez does start the game. He'll probably play the first half, you would think. They're not going to overrun him. He's played plenty of football over the summer, hasn't he? They're not going to run him into the ground. He had a long season last season. But you would imagine that the whole team would change at half-time. Robinson, Damien Downs is on the bench, Ross Stewart, Aribo, Smallbone, Kay Sandra, Bree, Sigwara, Manning. Nathan Wood not named as a substitute here on the team sheet I've seen, but apparently he is there. Good to see Ronnie Edwards playing. Still not cut his hair. Was there a bet between him and Taylor Harwood-Bellis at Saints? They were waiting for Saints to win 3 games last year until they cut their hairs. That was the rumour on the grapevine. Espanyol attack down to Saints' left. Poor effort. Not even testing Ramsdale. No Adam Blackmore in the commentary on the website today. It's I think is it Tom from BBC Solent does a bit for Saints. Not a bad commentator, to be fair. Nice lad, quite young. Game's not good going, really. Typical pre-season friendly, slow, isn't it? Pitch looks a bit dry. Cameron Archer looks really sharp. He's tried to play Fraser in, but just can't link out of him. And that's been a bit of the story of what I've seen so far, is the front three just not quite linking up. It's a little bit of a concern for me going into the start of this season. I think we've got the nucleus of a really good squad to do really well. I've said it on loads of my videos I've done recently on YouTube and cross platforms. I think we have the nucleus of a really good squad. I think we have a squad that should be more than challenging for the top 2. I just hope that they can fine tune the front 3 and maybe bring another midfielder in. I do think we need a number 10. I just worry if Flynn gets injured or Charles gets injured for any period of time, we end up a little bit lightweight in midfield. Jay Robinson's going to be my one to watch this season. I think he's going to be brilliant. And I'm actually going to go on record and say it now. I'm his biggest fan. I think he'd be a better player than Tyler Dibbling. I really do. I think he's going to be an absolutely monstrous player for us this year. He's going to win us a bucket load of penalties. My dad was yesterday chatting to the referee that refereed the game at the Saints training ground. I think it was maybe last week against Gillingham. He reffed the 2 games, and he actually said, and he won't mind me going on record saying it, that he said that Jay Robinson will win you so many penalties next season because he just dribbles with the ball. He's always in the box getting fouled. I think he's going to be a really good player for us. Right, get some of your comments up on the screen and see what you're saying in the conversation below. Let's have a look. Let's see what we've got on the screen. Got to look on the other screen. Fan base can't start putting pressure on Robinson. I think that's a really good point. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I do agree with that. It does worry me that he get built up too much and it end up being too much pressure for him. Yeah, they do. I totally agree with that. It's all about fitness. It's all about shape. It's all about trying to nail down how it's going to work. I think it's probably the same in every fan base, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I totally agree. Ronnie Edwards playing right back. Yeah, it looks that way. Interesting. He obviously wants him in the team, which is good. Abigail, thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much. Good to have you here with us. Yeah, that's the formation as it looks. What still likes to start with a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, that's what he's started with in the majority of his games so far. Ryan Fraser back involved. Yes, he is indeed. Yeah, we lack creativity. I'm with you on that, Matthew. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I know everyone talks about Mateus Fernandes, don't they? But is Mateus Fernandes a really creative midfielder? He's not, is he? Let's be honest. He's a great player, but he's not creative. I've shared it, Henry, on my X feed. So if you go over to X, I've shared it for you. We won't frighten anybody. Disagree with you on that. We will be stronger than 95% of championship teams. So we will. Nobody will want to play us once we get going. I just think we need to get it right. Oh, mate, I had a nightmare. Setting up, and I was like 5 minutes late because I just couldn't get it to work. But you just refresh the page, but it does not like you log in to do it, is it? It's not a very good system at all. I totally agree with that as well, Max. Newcastle the only feasible destination for Rammers. I'm with you on that as well. Thanks for all your chat in the conversation below. Yeah, mate, I don't really go on X much neither. Horrible platform full of horrible people. It's not a great place to be. Yeah, I agree with the comment here. I said this the other day. Hold on. Somebody said about the games being free. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. Yeah. James. Fernandes is a traditional ball carrier like Stuart Armstrong was. They rely on Shea Charles to carry the passing aspect. Yeah, and I just think he just needs to really be on it, Shea Charles. He had a good season last year, but bit more pressure coming back to Southampton. No disrespect to Wednesday. Thank you for your chat. I just think no disrespect to Wednesday. This is a far bigger expectation here to do well. You know, he has to do well. So he's paid a lot of money for him as well. It wasn't like he was brought in cheap. Brereton Diaz back in defending. Niggly little bugger, isn't he? Brereton Diaz. I just find him a real niggle merchant. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, but it's the Espanyol X account is showing this game for free, is what everybody's telling me on X, because I've just had a quick look at the chat on X at the moment. I was just having a quick look at the feed. Loads of people watch it on their TV at home as well. There's a good interview with Adam Lallana actually on the club's website. If you've not seen it, well worth a watch. Two weeks to go. 2 weeks today, and we'll be on our way to St Mary's for the game against Wrexham. We've done a bit of business actually. I'm going to do. I did a transfer roundup actually in the Championship yesterday, so I had a bit of a dive into transfer news and who's done what's happening. Had a really good conversation with a Birmingham fan last week as well. They've done a bit of business. Wrexham definitely looking to do more business apparently in the next week or so as well. But Ryan Hardy, they bought in from Plymouth already. It's a good signing for him. He'd be a really good signing for him. Josh Windass, Sheffield Wednesday. His contract got torn up. I think they're going to be in trouble. Sheffield Wednesday, by the way. Danny Roll didn't get a move, did he? Still Sheffield Wednesday manager. How embarrassing for him. Didn't conduct himself very well, by the way. In my opinion, don't think he conducted himself very well. Still 0-0. 24 minutes on the clock. Joshua Kwasi looking very comfortable at centre-back. Jack Stevens alongside him. Ronnie Edwards at right-back. Wellington at left-back. Fernandez, lovely there. Couldn't find his pass. He's trying to pick out Brereton Diaz, but didn't quite. It looks like, for me, that Wellington's going to be the left-back this season. I might be wrong in that. I think he may be edging Ryan Manning at the moment to start the game against Wrexham on the opening day. Anybody got an Ipswich ticket, by the way? What a disgrace the prices were for a championship game, by the way. Look, it's going to be like it everywhere. I know everything's getting more expensive and it'll sell out. It doesn't make it right. 43 quid. Espanyol coming forward. Good run by their midfielder. But yeah, I just thought the pricing was just crap, really. But they know we travel well as a club, and I think that will be taken advantage of. Not just at Ipswich, but right across the championship. Save from Rambo. Decent save. To his right-hand side, it's a good save, actually. It's the first save he's had to make, isn't it? He hasn't really had anything to do up till now. I really don't like Brereton Diaz as a player. I don't know why. Maybe I'm being really harsh. Esposito with this shot. Whoever he is. Never heard of him. I haven't heard of any of their players. I'm not even going to try pronouncing them either. I want to see a bit of Damien Down second half, see what he's like. Seen a few of his clips. It looks an interesting player. It is a drinks break now. So I will do some of your conversation now. Right, let's get some of your chat in. Right, let's have a look at some of your chat. My concern, Mike, I'm totally honest with you, I'm a little bit concerned as well. I think Cam Archer's had a good pre-season so far, but if we're relying on Ryan Fraser and Ben Brereton Diaz is a little bit concerned. It looks that way. It looks that way. He started all the games, doesn't he? It looks that way. Really worried about us going forward. Someone again saying the same. Can't start with Fraser and Diaz. Yeah, I agree. Two players that weren't good enough last year. Hi, Luke. I think it's really difficult to tell, but I think we're fitter than we were. Bit more pressure from the front. I think it's been hot in a lot of the games they've played, but obviously once we get back to England, I think we'll get more of an idea against Brighton next week. But yeah, a bit more front-footed. The front three played quite close together. Canada. Thank you for tuning in from Canada and watching your watch along from Canada. It's 5:24 a.m. I can normally buy the match on the SFC website, and for this game, it won't allow me. My recommendation to you, buddy, is go on X if you've got an X account. Have a look on the hashtag SaintsFC hashtag, and I believe that you will find a link on there. You will find a link. You will find a link on there, and you'll be able to watch it, mate. I'm sorry you've had issues, but you will be able to find it on the X feed. I believe that Espanyol's X feed is showing the game, so you'll be able to watch it for sure. But I appreciate you all tuning in. They've had their drinks breaks over now. No goals. Ryan Fraser's in. Left side. Gosh, shit. Typically getting an awful echo on the commentary. I don't know if anyone else is. I'm hearing everything twice. How annoying. That's better. I refreshed the screen and it's gone now, but I was getting like loads of feedback. Right, Saints got a free kick. How good's our new kit, by the way? I love our kit. Absolutely love our home kit. Ryan Fraser's going to take the free kick. It's not even got past the first man. It's a poor free kick, really. Espanyol are breaking. He's done well, Fraser. He's tracked. He does work hard, Fraser, to get back after his poor free kick. He's worked to get himself back and make the tackle. Need to be so much better from set play this year. I'd imagine Bazunu will definitely play in goal second half. Don't think McCarthy's actually named in the on the bench. Had to laugh on the goalkeeping video. I don't know if anyone's watched that goalkeeping video they did of the inside training video they did with the new goalkeeping coach, and they were doing the goalkeeping session. It was actually really good. It was a really good bit of content actually, and the goalkeeping coach referred to Alex McCarthy as an old man. I was like, Jesus, he's in his early 30s, mate. Old man. What's it? How old is he, McCarthy? What, 34? Old man. Briet and Diaz huffing and puffing. Not really done a great deal yet as Brereton Diaz. Yeah, if you haven't got the stream, just jump on X. I've just had another look now at the feed, and loads of people have shared it. Oh, Fraser has an effort. Oh, there is a replay. I wonder if there's going to be a replay. That's, yeah, it's a bit of a snatch. Everybody liking a look of Joshua Quasi. Few moans across social media. Not only was the game not behind closed doors, like the club said, it was also available free on Espanyol's YouTube channel. And yeah, Saints are charging for it. All seems a lot of miscommunication, probably from the two clubs, you would think. But yeah, not great all round. At half time, I do like we'll do some conversation in the chat for a bit, and I'll answer any questions you've got. So anything you want to talk about, we'll discuss it. Yeah, 2 weeks before the season starts, and the transfer window is still open for another whole month yet. I hate it. I don't know about you guys. I don't like it at all. Isn't it typical that the South Coast Derby comes at a really crappy time that is after an international break and after the window's closed? So the window closes, you then have the international break after 4 games, and then you have a week off, well, a week and a bit off, miss a weekend, 2 weeks away, and then we come back and we have a foul for Ronnie Edwards, and then yeah, then you've got the Derby. I'm glad the Derby's at home first, though. That's the only good thing. They would have loved it to have been at their place. I think everybody's saying the same as they're worried about how toothless we look. And we don't look to be creating loads of chances. He needs players out wide that have got pace, that can get balls in the box. I thought that Steele was all about playing like a bit of a target man. Somebody that's good in the air. He's playing with Archer a bit at the moment, but the second half you know that he'd definitely play with either Stewart or Downs. Scrappy again. Archer picks it up. It gets a foul. Does he or does he give away a foul? No, it's not a foul. No, he just couldn't get inside. The commentator's staying the same as what I'm thinking is like the final ball, that final decision making is just like well off at the moment still. Good morning. If you're just joining us on the stream this morning, thank you very much for being here. It's a pleasure to have you along. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Loads of Saints content throughout the season. Championship content throughout the year. I'm going to do loads of watch-alongs, not just on Southampton games, but I'm going to cover the whole of the Championship this year. Loads of fan channels coming on, so pre-match previews before the majority of games as well, which will be really good. So we're getting insight into each and every club that we have on, that we play. We will get on the channel even. Two Saints can keep the ball for more than a minute. No team can keep the ball for more than a minute. Let's go forward a lot quicker, like balls over the top. Like Quasi's made quite a nice pass there, hasn't he, into Archer. Oh, what's that? Don't know what Shay Charles is doing there. He didn't even look up. Final pass is not there at all. Keep the chat coming, and at half time we will have a good conversation. Fraser, Armstrong is pulled a save from the keeper. Armstrong. Not seen Armstrong do a lot yet. He's not got going at all, is he? Who's going to the Brighton game next week? I heard a rumour there was an offer for tickets at 15 quid. My dad told me yesterday. I've not seen it because I haven't bought my tickets yet. I've got my season ticket, but I haven't bought my ticket for the game on Saturday. But Brighton Hove Albion at home, I heard a rumour it was 15 quid. They've reduced the price of it. Whether that's via the Saints app, maybe, I think he said. Fernandez, nice ball to Cam Archer. I don't know if it was a shot, a shot or a cross from Archer. He's kind of chipped it to the back post. But nice play from Fernandez. He just looks a cut above everyone, doesn't he, when he picks the ball up. A lot of talk that West Ham want Cameron Archer. Mateus Fernandez, sorry. Cameron Archer looks lively. Fernandez, there's talk of that they do want him. There was talk of a cut price deal. There won't be no cut price deals with Sport Republic around. I read an article yesterday that says, oh yeah, they think that they could get him cheap with Saints needing to raise funds. He's only on 20 grand a week, only. It's not a lot for a footballer, Fernandez. So they're not exactly going to be looking to get him off the wage bill anytime soon. It'd have to be a really good offer to sell Fernandez. I still think he'll be here for the first game of the season. I think my gut feeling is he'll probably stay. I'm not sure anyone's going to take a punt on him just yet. And I think the club want to keep him. It'd be a real sign of intent to keep Fernandez. Quasi's been our best player this half, in my opinion, from what I've seen of this game, because I missed the first 6 minutes because of couldn't get the stream to work. But he's been our best player. Some nice play from Espanyol. They've got themselves a free kick. 41 minutes on the clock. Enjoying the game so far, but enjoying being here anyway. I love watching football like you guys do, no doubt. That's why you're here. Why you want to watch my watch along. We're very pre-season friendly. You're very kind of you. Right, free kick, Espanyol. It's a nice cross. Couldn't get anyone on the end of it. Quasi defends it. Again, Quasi, he's really good. He's going to be a great signing. Fernandez picks the ball up, can't quite get past his man. Funny, the game's kind of kicked up a gear like in the last couple of minutes as it heads towards the end of the half. Still 0-0, as per the screen. Yeah, Joshua Quasi's probably had more touches of the ball than anybody in this first half. And he's the centre back. It's interesting that Ronnie Edwards is playing at right back. Is he feeling that Sigawara and Brie are just not quite good enough, and he wants to have a look at him there? I think Edwards was brilliant last season at QPR, and any QPR fan you speak to, they say he's a Rolls Royce of a centre back. So it'd be weird to see him play right back. We're going to get the best out of him at right back. Unless he plays a 3, but he hasn't played a 3 really at the back, is he? Like it's a 4 at the back. 1 minute of added time by the looks of it, and then we'll do some conversation at half time. I may have to get another coffee at half time as well. It's early. I was working late last night. I said to you, didn't I, in the stream earlier? I work several different jobs in the week, and I do a bit of bar work on a Friday, Saturday night in a local bar, which is good fun, but tiring when you don't finish too late. And you're a DJ playing in the bar all night, and my ears were ringing when I left. But it was good. I do enjoy it. I'm a people person. I like seeing people and talking to people. What you see on camera is what you get, I think, with me. I'm just a love a chat. Right, there you go. It's half time. Talk about chat. We'll do some. We will do some chat here on the stream. We've got 15 minutes. The chat. I hope you're enjoying the stream and the conversation. Nice community. Right. Let's come to your chat. 2 weeks to the season kicks off. Right. What we got? Still not convinced with Archer here. I still think he's got a bit to do. Like, there's a few chances today. He's just a bit scrappy, doesn't he? Like, he gives it away in positions when he's like one-on-one with a keeper, or you just think, here we go. Here's a chance. But yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Ben. Good to see you, mate. I'll see you next week, no doubt, at the Brighton game. We need 3 forwards in. Didn't even notice Armstrong was playing. Yeah, mate, I think he's looked well off it when I've watched him play this season so far. He looks well off it. No, I totally agree. What else do we have in the chat? Yeah, Patrick says it's dreadful. It's pre-season, mate. It's a scrappy. They're just trying to get fitness together. I think we read too much into it at all. I don't think you can read too much into it. Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. Why is he doing it? He obviously feels that Sigawara and Bree not good enough. That's kind of my thoughts on it. I'm with Harrison on that. Harrison Chis joining, mate. Edwards and Quasi would be the perfect for any other manager. Loving Stevens, hopefully not. Yeah, I know. What does Stevens have over these managers? You've got to ask that question. Lack of physicality at set pieces with that front line. Yeah. They're just trying to get him minutes, maybe. Yeah, could be. But like to see him playing his natural position. I bought 2 tickets to the Brighton, £15 each, plus £3 booking fee. Can't beat the £3 booking fee when it's going to be just downloaded to an app. It's not like anyone's got to print nothing. It does my head in. Yeah, there's no finish, mate. It's been like it all pre-season. Everybody loving Quasi. He looks really, really good. Jacket is saying Quasi is so good. What else do we have? No, I can't, mate, because of like the streaming rights. I can't do that unless I want my YouTube channel banned and shut down. No, I could do watch-alongs. I can watch the game and talk to you about it and react to it, a bit like other creators do. Loads of other YouTubers do it. But you can't stream the game. You just can't do it. I don't have any rights to do so. On a positive note, Espanyol seem to be playing well. Not let them have too much in the way of chances. Thanks. My girlfriend just brought me a cup of coffee. Thanks very much. Have you got the Sudafed? Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, we've had a problem with the final ball. Yeah, we have for a long period of time. Steele's teams have always been really good defensively, but struggle for goals. I think that we should expect this. Yeah, I think he's got, but we got to score goals. Thank you very much indeed. But we have to score goals. You know, if we're gonna gain promotion, we're gonna have to score goals. But yeah, I think defensively we will be better. To be fair, it's mid-table La Liga team. We can't expect to be dominating. Yeah, I think that's a good point, actually. I think it's a really good point. Really, really good point. Yeah, I talked about the Pompey game and the timing's been bad. Yeah, you agree with me on that. Yeah, I totally agree with this comment as well. Absolutely, it should be shut when the season starts. Yeah, it should be. It's just nonsense, isn't it? Why? Yeah, because your whole team could be dismantled. Like, it could be, couldn't it? It could be dismantled. So yeah, no, I don't like it at all. Not a massive fan of the window staying open. It's just yeah, it's just daft, really. Yeah, absolute madness. What else do we have in the chat? 2 seconds. Just going to go through some more of your chat. It's replying. I'm not very good at doing two things at once. So if you notice that, I'm terrible at doing two things at once. It's not very good. Said someone the other day I got a bit of dyslexia as well, so I always have to really concentrate when I write things. Oh, that's a good one. What defeat pissed you off the most in the Prem last season? Oh God, that's a hard one because there's a lot of terrible defeats, wasn't there? There were so many bad defeats. I don't think there's one that literally stands out, but yeah, there was a lot of defeats that are annoying. Someone else said, watching now on our Espanyol live stream on their site, listening to your watch along, your feed is like 25 seconds behind. That's interesting to know. And I'm like going out like literally live as well. So it's via, I use a platform called StreamYard to stream on. It's quite good. It's not particularly cheap, but it's obviously like a slight delay on it. What do we have? Just going to go back down to the latest comments. Right. Both we're talking about the worst defeats of the season. The ones that annoyed you the most. Yeah, the Cherries away was bad, wasn't it? I was at the Cherries away. That was bad. Home to Leicester. Yeah, that was a good one, to be fair. That's a good point. Ryan Fraser, we were 2-0 up when Ryan Fraser got sent off. I just can't think about last season anymore. Try not to think about it. Somebody said 5-0. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Russell Martin's last game as Saints manager. It's a pretty tough day, wasn't it? It was a really, really tough day. Luke Maximum's in. He's a great guy. All right, Luke, how you doing, mate? Thanks for joining, mate. I've not seen you for ages. Martin, I've been watching a lot of the pre-season friendlies, and I think Diaz is lazy. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Lazy, and he's always getting stupid fouls, isn't he? Just a niggly little shit. Is how I feel about him. Not sure if he's the player he was 5 years ago for Blackburn. No, he's definitely not. Just try and move him on. Try and get some money for him and get rid of him and get someone better. Surely a Dozie's a better option than him. And definitely, you've got to say, if Robinson kicks on and breaks through, Robinson would be a far, far better option. Brentford at home, somebody said a minute ago. Yeah, that was a terrible defeat. We could just go on, couldn't we? Tottenham, Chelsea at home. Wasn't Joe Lumley in goal for Chelsea at home? Terrible. Yeah, they will struggle to shift him on. Yeah, they will. They've really struggled to move him on, definitely. Yeah, it'd be a tough one to move. 100% Brereton Diaz, but then a lot of these players will, and we'll play hardball. And I spoke about it in a video yesterday. We play quite hardball, don't we, with transfer fees. And the thing is, when you're playing hardball with transfer fees, you can end up getting stuck with a player. That inability to move them on, they're there with you for the season. It's like, oh my word, what do we do now? It bloats your squad. You got a player that probably doesn't want to be there. Yeah, I just think it become a bit of a disaster. Ben's in. Ben, you legend, my friend. How are you? Hope you're good, mate, and the family as well. Having dinner with the God tonight and an event. Very excited, mate. Have a great time. Hope it's good. Let me know, buddy, what it's like. He's a great guy. Tiz. Loves his Malibu and Coke. What do we have? I'm going to take a little break in a second. Every home game and every away game apart from Everton and Ipswich away and Man City at home. Yeah, I agree, Ben. Ben travels everywhere. Wherever I go, I bump into Ben Carroll. He's a great lad as well. Great lad. Do you think Diblin will be good in the champ? If he's not in the under-21s? Yeah, I think he will be good. No, joking aside. Yeah, I just think he needs to get knuckle down now and just like get fit from whatever injury he's got and get in the side and start becoming the player that he was at the start of last season. Because I don't know, just think his attitude maybe late on in the season was just left a little bit to be desired. To be quite honest, I think he was. I think he's a great player, got a lot of potential, but he was infuriating at times. Mate, legend. I love it, Ben. Thank you, mate. Top guy you are. Top guy. Ben's helped put together the FootballMartin website as well. So we owe a massive shout out to Ben. He's a great guy. And Ben will be back on the channel actually. We need to big championship. We're gonna do a show. So this week, what's coming up on the channel? Let's tell you what's coming up on the channel. So this weekend, we are going to be ranking all the championship home shirts, which are quite like kits. So I'm going to rank all the shirts. We've next week got championship predictions. So my early season predictions, which I'm going to film, and I'm going to predict where I think everyone's going to finish the season, and I'm going to maybe review it sort of maybe Christmas time and have a look back and see how much I've got wrong, and you guys can get involved in that as well. So championship predictions, and then next weekend we're going to do Premier League. We're going to rank all the Premier League home shirts. I've got a Premier League ranking video as well, where I think the teams are going to finish in the Prem. Still going to cover the Premier League on the channel as well, and I'm also going to be doing the big championship preview, and I'm going to get a couple of Saints fans on. I did the fans forum last year, which was really good, and they went down really well. So I'm going to bring my favourite Saints fans back on the channel, and we're going to have a look at the season ahead in the Championship, and we're going to preview it. I've got a couple of shows lined up. I'm going to do some of those live. Ricky Lambert's going to join me as well on the channel. I spoke to him last week. He's going to come on and join me for a conversation at some stage. Yeah, so going to try and get some guests on as well. So loads of great content coming up on the channel. So yeah, it'd be good. But we will get our favourite Saints fans back on for a fans chat about the season ahead, like the fans forum we did, because everyone loves it. Harrison, you need to get involved in that as well. Great guy, Harrison. He's in the chat. I fell out of love with Dibbling, pulling out of challenges, lack of luck to... Yeah. No, I was the same, mate. I felt exactly the same as you. I felt exactly the same. Yeah, Ben, I will let you know on that. I need to refresh them as well, actually. The top tier, I'm going to give guests opportunity to come on a podcast as well, which would be really good as well. So yeah, that will be really good. Looking forward to upping the content for the coming season as well. Loads of watch-alongs, which I quite like doing. I'm quite raw to all of this. Like, I was chatting about this with Benjamin Bloom the other day, and I'm like, I'm really new to this, though maybe feel like I've been around a while. I've been doing YouTube for probably what 18 months or so. So I'm still learning my trade. I'm still learning my pronunciations, and I'm doing it very much live, and a lot of it's on the spot. So it's really easy to make mistakes, and I'm under so much scrutiny to do it. I'm quite yeah, you have to like have really thick skin. I'm like doing my best all the time, and I'm just doing this for the real love of it, and with the view that it may become a little bit more than that at some stage. But yeah, I'm just you're live, and it is just so raw, and it's so unforgiving. So yeah, I'm doing my very best for it. And some of the comments I read, I try to have days and I just don't read the comments. But back to the conversation. Mike is a great guy. Mike, thank you for supporting the channel, Mike. You're an absolute legend. Agree on Mateus. Him and Charles both couldn't connect on any passes into the box. Yeah, they just couldn't, could they? Couldn't find final passes. It's been like that a lot, hasn't it? Greetings from down under. Whereabouts are you, Josh? Down under. Thank you for tuning into the channel. How long have you been a Southampton fan for? And what has made you fall in love with the Saints? I'd love to know as somebody from down under. We got fans from Canada today. We got fans from down under as well. The channel reaches people from all over the world. And hopefully my aim of the channel when I set it up was all about trying to give you an insight into people that don't have the opportunity to go through my eyes what it's like. And yeah, I think it's good. I think it we have a channel that's working really well. Yes, I will be at Brighton. Yes, I will be, Andy. I will be there. Mark, you're right, but I'm like such a I'm such a critique myself all the time. I'm like ultra critique myself. So yeah, I need to start being a bit more block things out. Like, yeah, just one thing got to me yesterday, just the slightest little thing, and I thought about it for about 2 hours, and I shouldn't do it, but it's really hard. Kwashi looks the real deal. Yeah, I agree. Look, we got another. It's a Mike. I didn't realise, Mike. You're from San Francisco. Oh, mate, brilliant! How cool is that? I love it, and you're here watching. Right, game's about to start. Second half is here. I love that. I love hearing where you're all from as well. And if you're ever in the UK, and you're at a Saints game, shout me. It's 3 a.m. Jesus, freaking early, mate. Have you been to bed yet, Michael? You just like you're just you're staying up for as long as you can, or have you been to bed and then woken up? Right, it's kicking off. Second half's underway. Thanks for the conversation. Keep the chat coming, and we'll do a full reaction at the end of the game as well, and I'll get you guys involved. I love the community. The one thing I've loved about creating this channel is I've built a really nice community of people like Mike that tune in every week. Ben, there's Ben Carroll. There's another Ben. You see him, he goes under Saint Ben on here as well. Who's Ben Parker. Ian's in a lot as well. Ian, thank you for tuning in. It's just so many great people. Mike, you like me, my friend? Right, if I come to your neck of the woods, I'm going to give you a ring and we're going to go for a beer. Or a coffee. Are there any changes much here? So the changes are, I'm just trying to see. Robinson and James Bree, Brereton, Diaz and Quasi have gone off. So what positives can we take out of the first half? I'm just trying to think about it. I'm going Quasi, the best player. I thought Shay Charles had a good first half as well. For me so far, we just didn't test their goalkeeper, did we? The only real shot, Adam Armstrong. If I'm right in saying that, was it Adam Armstrong? Was the only real effort? So the second half, it's not like 60-minute halves like we've done in a couple of the games early on. It is just a 45-minute half. Last game in Spain before they fly back tomorrow, I believe. Alfie House is down there. So is Adam Blackmore. I've had some great interviews going out. Mopo watching from the stands. What a legend. I loved that 2 years that Maurizio was here. And what he did with Ricky and how fit he got Ricky and all the goals he was scoring. What a team that was, by the way. So many fond memories. So many fond memories under Maurizio. It was mad when he came in, wasn't it? Because it was like, I couldn't believe it when we sacked Nigel because I loved Atkins and what he did to do under those 2 years and to get us to where he got to. And then Maurizio Pochettino, no one knew anything about it. Everyone was going absolutely nuts. And within 3 months, it was all forgotten about. Football so fickle. So fickle, but a brilliant time. And he really did set it up really well for Ronald Koeman. What he did. And Koeman just kicked it on. And when Ronald went, it was kind of... We had a little spell under Ralph, but Fraser's tried to find a cross. Again, he can't get past his first man. Matthias is still playing. He's still out there. Putting some minutes in his legs. No sign of Damien Downs just yet, but I'm sure we will see Damien Downs at some stage. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you're new here, please do. Southampton content galore, football content galore. Going to cover loads and loads of football this year. Loads of watch-alongs. I'm not just going to do Saints games. I'm going to do other games as well. And experiment with it. Try it out. I enjoy watching football. Certainly teams like in and around us, like to Leicester, if they're on and we're not playing, I'll cover them. Ipswich, anyone that's challenging Saints, I will watch those games if we're not playing, but I will be at a lot of games. Home and away this year. Travel and watch Saints, instant reaction videos. Going to tweak some of the content on the channel this year. And if you've got any ideas for shows you want to see on the channel, just tell me. Drop me a message, either in the conversation below, or just send me, if you prefer to email me direct, info@footballmartin.com. Just send me an email. Or like Instagram, you can send me direct messages. You're welcome. I'm open for any ideas for things you may want to see. And if I think it's possible, I will try and bring it to life. Had a lovely email yesterday, actually. Espanyol in. They're going to score. Yeah, I thought they were going to score there. Good chance. You need to watch a rerun of it. They're saying that Bree found the attacker, but I don't know if the defender did really. VAR would be quite different. It would be different if there was VAR. But yeah, going back to, I had a nice email yesterday from a couple of a student from Southampton Uni, and they want to come along and do some production next year for the channel. So maybe some sort of like some of the post-match reaction we do. I want to kick that on a bit next year and sort of make it, don't want to give too much away, but I've got some really good people that come on the channel. And if anybody else wants to come on the channel and feature every now and then or wants to feature regularly, just let me know. I'm always looking for people to come on the channel. Certainly post-match, I want to really do sort of really good fan post-match reaction next season. But I want some people that are regulars to come and do it. So if you're interested, get in touch. Saints had an interesting pass from Matheus Fernandes. I don't know if he meant it. Saints create a chance. Oh, they're showing a replay of what the could have been the penalty. I want to see a replay of the last Saints attack for the free kick, but they're not going to show it. Some of the highlights, the reruns are rubbish. Ramsdale still in goal. Jack Stevens kicking off with the Espanyol centre forward. No surprise there. Yeah, he's pulling Stevens' shirt. Stevens pulls his shirt back, so it's handbags, bit of both. Bad as each other. 8 minutes of the second half played. Proper Spanish dive, yeah. Just threw himself to the deck. Good comment actually in the chat about James Ward-Prowse. Yeah, literally you're going to hear it constantly till he retires. You will hear every window that goes round, his name will be brought up. Like you say, been and gone. Been and gone. There was talk of Oxlade-Chamberlain the other day. Been and gone. Move to the future. Move forward. Progress forward. How many times do we bring players back then it just doesn't work out? How many times did we Cross and Fraser, which is absolutely shocking. Danny Ings still doesn't have a club. Surprised his name hasn't been mentioned again. He usually gets mentioned every single. James Bree with a great cross. Best cross of the game from anybody has come from James Bree at right back. Espanyol are a tidy side, aren't they? They play some nice football. The striker's touch was shocking. Theo Walcott, a waste of a shirt. Not only just a waste of a shirt, a waste of a lot of cash. How much did we pay the geezer? It's like 75 grand a week, wasn't he? I think it was 75 grand a week. It was outrageous amount of money. And he looked finished, didn't he? Like totally finished. When he come back. His legs were just gone. It's quite sad to see, actually. I was looking at our salaries yesterday online, like seeing how much we pay players and thinking, well, who are they going to need to get off the wage bill? Look, in a minute, I'm going to get it back up and I'll go through it and give you some of the reported salaries. And it is reported. It's from Sports Trek. I think I was on yesterday. Sports Rec. Joe Aribo, by the way, is on 70 grand a week, according to these reports. Mega cash. Mega money. Matheus Fernandes, they will not be in a rush to get him off the wage bill when he's on 20 grand a week. It wouldn't be a. It's not going to be backbreaking for the club, is it? They're all reported salaries. Flynn Downs, 30 grand a week. It's not bad, is it? Hopefully he gets fit quick. We're going to need him. But Aaron Ramsdale is the biggest earner on a reported £120,000 per week. Madness. How does anyone get paid that amount of money? It's freaking mental. And that is why clubs are looking to squeeze every single penny out of the football fan. Every single penny. Ronnie Edwards in at centre back now. Fraser picks it up. Go on. Gets fouled. Scrappy in it. It's just scrappy. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Right, here come some changes. Yeah, I'm with you, Sam. You've mentioned about Aribo. Brereton Diaz has gone off. Someone asked me about Brereton Diaz. He's gone off. Jay Robinson's going to be fire. Yeah, he's the one to watch. Nick Day. Thank you for joining, Nick. This is a nice comment. Hi, Martin. Thanks for all your work on the channel. You produce great content. The channel is becoming my daily check-in for all things Saints. Mate, I really, really appreciate that, and it means a lot. And comments like that makes me want to drive it forward. So thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. It's kind of you. The one thing the channel lacks, I believe, is that opportunity to do what Blackmore and Alfie House do, where they have that opportunity to go and interview a player, go and interview the manager. So hopefully that opportunity may come. I think if I could go, how good would it be if this channel has the opportunity to go to Will Steele, and we know in advance, right? Football Martin's got 15 minutes with Will Steele. He's got 10 minutes, and I can put it out to you. Your questions for the manager. A Saints fan talks to the Saints manager, and it's a real fan to manager conversation. Nobody's doing it. And that's what I want to do. That's where I want to take the channel. But the club do definitely take note, because I had a lovely phone call from someone at the club the other day, and it was really nice. And it was just like, actually, things may happen this year. So you never know. But Nick, thank you, mate. I appreciate it. But that's the one thing it misses. I know that like United stand, they get that opportunity with cup games to go in, and they watch training sometimes. They do interviews with players. And to be fair, I take a lot of inspiration. Though I know Mark Goldbridge isn't like everyone, but I do take a lot of inspiration from what he's done with United stand. And yeah, that's what I want to create. That's what I want to try and create this season. But I need to probably get a couple more people on board. And I've got like 3 jobs, so I am juggling. "15 minutes in, so we've got 30 minutes left. There hasn't been loads of changes from Will Steele, other than James Breed's coming up right back. Joshua Kwasi went off. Ronnie Edwards has gone into centre back, and Jay Robinson's come on for Ben Brereton Diaz, who's just like clumsy player, Brereton Diaz. I'll be gutted if he starts at the start of the season, I've got to be honest. Yeah, Bernard, I think you're right. I tried to be different as well. Matchday Vlogs is great. Mike's a brilliant guy. I just do different than that now. I've kind of gone down that news kind of reaction, quick, fans. Yeah. I've kind of got a vision. I just got to have thick skin, because not everybody likes what you do. Here comes Jay Robinson again. Travels with the ball, lovely. Tries to get the ball in for Cam Archer. We look a better side with him in it, don't we, with Jay Robinson? You can't help but just get so excited by Jay Robinson. It's a good question. What's Brereton Diaz's salary? I'll find it for you. Looks like Damien Downs is going to get on very shortly. Ben Brereton Diaz, £35,000 a week, reportedly. Unbelievable. Jesus wept. Moses Cissé's come on as well. I've not seen loads of Moses Cissé. First outing, though, for Damien Downs. Ryan Garner's fighting tonight. Good luck to Ryan Garner. Henry said about no height. We've now got Damien Downs. Nathan Woods come on as well. Moses Cissé is quite a slight player, but I've heard some really good things about him. Given away by Charles. It's a loose touch. They're in Espanyol. Still 0-0. Another corner. Corner for Espanyol. Defended all right by Saints. Comes back out straight at Ramsdale. Ryan Manning's on as well. I didn't mention that, did I? But he is on. "20 minutes played of the second half. If you're just joining us on the stream, watch along for Espanyol versus Saints. Penultimate pre-season friendly. Brighton and Hove Albion next week is the final one before the season kicks off. I agree. Henry, in the chat below, you spoke about no high press. They've pressed us more. Yeah, I think you just wonder how hard they've been worked in training. Maybe the heat, I don't know. But I saw it a lot in the game against... in the game down at Eastleigh, they pressed quite high. Again, that was a really hot day. Wellington's gone off for Ryan Manning. That was the change. Fernandez come off for Moses Cissé. Cissé looks tidy. Adam Armstrong still out there. %59 possession Saints, 41 Espanyol in the second half. It's what they just popped up on the screen. Ryan Fraser still out there. I think he looks like he's pushing for a starting spot by the looks of it. He's played a lot of minutes in pre-season. He obviously likes him, the manager. Espanyol making 5 changes. The game's going to get scrappy now. Riley said, "What are you watching the game on?" Riley, I've bought a £5 pass to the club, but you are able to watch it on. I think it's on Espanyol's X feed. So if you go on Espanyol's X feed or Twitter, what it formerly Twitter, you'll see it. Maybe on their YouTube channel. I don't know. Thank you, Hassan. That's really kind. I'm going to scale it a bit more, yeah? It's just a start. It's just a start. And I've scaled it by having 3 jobs. So I need to, I'm working like 70 hours a week at the moment and trying to chuck this in between. Love Ryan Fraser. Big Ryan Fraser fan on the channel. Thank you, Hassan. I really appreciate that. We need a proper number 10, says Sam. I agree with that as well. It's going to be 1 goal in it, you know, don't you? You just know there's going to be 1 goal in it. No, Pete says you have a bad feeling about the season, mate. Don't have a bad feeling, honestly. We've got, just bear in mind, we're playing against a side today that are mid-table. They're in. They've scored. Espanyol scored. Jack Stevens and Ryan Manning, yeah, had a bit of a mare there. Yeah, I'm not. I think we'll be so much stronger than the majority. There's such a gap between the Prem and the Champ. I'm even playing music when they've scored. Jesus, friendly. But no, I do. I'm not worried too much. Defended fairly well all game, and they just had a bit. The rerun's not very good. Jack Stevens at fault. He'd just get absolutely pummeled on social media for that, no doubt. Yeah, just got kind of. You'll see it if you're watching it. I don't even say it's a mix. I think he's just waiting for it to go, and he's put his foot. He's thought no, leave it for Manning. He's put his foot out, but he's thought no. That makes sense. What a touch from Stevens. Yeah, he get absolutely pummeled on social media. They defended well, Saints, up until now. It's typical, isn't it? Great assist by Stevens. Nice assist by Stevens to someone else. Captain Jack Donkey Stevens at it again. Christ. Jesus. It's only a friendly. Let's not panic. Whether he starts week in, week out, I don't know. Downs has hardly touched the ball since he come on, Damien Downs. Do you think Ipswich will be too strong? No, I don't. I don't think they'll be too strong. The only thing about them is they've got a manager that's been there for a long period of time. I would have loved to see them lose their manager. I think the big thing for them is that they've kept their manager. He's been there for a good period of time, so he knows the club. They know him. There's consistency. it maybe gives them an advantage over us who've changed manager. He's still a little bit of an unknown, isn't he? Will still probably doesn't know the Championship so well, though they've got Paul Trollope working with him. They probably have the edge. I don't necessarily think they have the better players. They probably look. They got Sammy Smodjic, but then we got Adam Armstrong. I think Smodjic should be big for them. They bought Ashley Young in, who's 40. Another change to Saints. Ross Stewart's coming on for Adam Armstrong. He's scored the 1 goal so far. They're saying Stewart so far this season, pre-season. Right, there's a water break now, so I'll read out some of your comments. See what you're saying. We've got 2 big men on now, so right. So look. Yeah, I think he's a good player, Riley. But I get your point. He looks, the way he plays makes him look lazy. Maybe. Yeah, he will. My gut feeling, yeah, I do. I think he'll stay. Do Leicester start with a points deduction? There's a bit of talk that they will do. Whether it's going to be, it should, really and truly, if they're going to do it, they need to do it before the season starts, but it remains to be seen. Dibbling will be a good 10 if he can show some work rate and want to be interested. He needs to want to be here, and he needs to, literally, in my opinion, pull his socks up. I like him. I think that it'd be interesting to see what happens at Brighton at home next week. Hopefully Diblin's fit and he plays some minutes. Sloppy game, says Riley. Sloppy by Stevens and Manning. I agree. It's a mega first week. They're just talking about the fixtures on the commentary, and it is a mega first week when you look at it. Wrexham on the opening day, and then we got Northampton midweek in the EFL Cup, and then it's Ipswich away on the Sunday, which I will be doing a watch along for because I'm not going to travel. I've got my youngest daughter with me for the weekend, so I won't travel to Portman Road. I went there last year, and then it's home to Stoke, and then away to Watford. I'll be at Watford. They got a penalty, Espanyol. You'd know that already if you're watching it. Don't know who that was. James Bridge arguing it. It's Jack Stevens. Jack Stevens, slight touch. Mate, it's typical Spanish. He's thrown himself on the deck holding his face. Jesus, mate, it's a friendly. Talk about cheat. He touched him. It's not great, but the way the player's gone down is just embarrassing. And they make it 2-0 probably now. They make it 2-0. Just a massive dive. Ramsdale nearly saved it, but it is like VAR and that it'd never be given. Well, we won't have VAR in the Championship anyway, so. But yeah. Jesus, Stevens is going to be absolutely slammed. There'll be a massive pile-on, won't there, on social media and on the forums. I'm not throwing a massive pile on the bloke. I'm just not going to do it. Not at this moment in time. It was never a penalty, in my opinion. It was never a penalty. Some interesting conversation across, actually. I've just jumped on X now. Somebody said that Shea Charles had lost in midfield. I thought he played well. Fernandez is not an 8, played too deep. Didn't create enough. I agree with that, though. Jack Stevens, though, did get a new 3-year contract. I don't want to pile on a player in pre-season. I just don't want to be creating negativity so early. Do you know what I mean? Look, yeah, he was at fault for the goal the other day when he gave the ball away. Look, there was a mishap for the first goal here. The second one is not a penalty, but I think it's hard to totally hammer a player in pre-season. It's not the right thing to do, in my opinion. If it does it against Wrexham, you'd be really pissed. But fans will pile on him. But social media, if you're a footballer and you're young, say you're like 20 years old and you're trying to make your way in the game, you wouldn't ever want to have social media. Never ever would you want to have social media. Because people are so nasty. Yeah, they get paid loads of money, but everybody has feelings and emotions. I hope Jack Stevens don't read social media. Jesus. I agree with Harrison. Just naive. The most important thing, Daz, is to be balanced. Like, not to be like what I did last season when I did my post match and my shows and stuff. I think it was to be honest and say it how you saw it. It was so negative last year, but I think that's the big thing this year is like to be really like to be honest. If it's not been good enough, I think you have to say it's not been good enough or a player's not been good enough. Just be honest and try and be level-headed about it. But there's a lot to be done here. You've got to be, you're watching this unravel pre-season, and there's a lot to be done. The squad feels a bit unbalanced. The midfield needs tweaking. The front three needs work. You wonder where the goals are going to come from. It feels very different than the pre-season under Russell Martin when he took over, and it feels very different to the last year's pre-season, which was pretty poor. We won one game, did we, pre-season last year? Dominated possession in every game. But it feels very different. I just think that because the window's been so slow, we've struggled to get business done, and they're obviously trying to get bodies out the door. They need to get Bella Kotchap gone. Yes, Silamano's gone. Yes, Unuachu's gone. But they're still like Aribo. What's happening with Aribo? He's not really featured today, so you know he's going to go. But they need to get these bodies and move them on. Maurizio Pochettino in the stands there. Damien Downs has done nothing since he came on. Nothing at all. Yeah, I agree with you, Henry. I think they can be. You have to be fair and honest, and I think once the season starts, you can really start to pull it apart a bit. Yeah, I'm with St. Ben. Just got to make the right moves in the window. 37 minutes played of the second half now. Do you know what? I've not updated my banner, have I? How bad's that, by the way? I need to update the banner. See, I need to get a live stream for it, and it's about 350 quid to run a live stream with the score in it. Oh, I didn't even update that. That's poor by me. Off the ball this morning, Martin. Wake up. Not enough coffee. I have Photoshop open and I literally update it as I go. I did get offered this package the other day by a company, and it was a really, really good platform. He gave me the demo. Amazing. It brings all the player stats through for watch-alongs. If I can find a sponsor for the channel, I will purchase it, but it's about $4,000 a year, I think it was. But I will do it if I can get a sponsor. So if anybody knows of anybody that wants to sponsor the Football Martin channel or sponsor the watch-alongs, please get them to get in touch, and we can kick it on, scale it a bit more. We talk about scaling, don't we, a lot? But that is something that I need to do. There we go. It's 2-0 now. Not 0-0. Nathan Wood just tried to jump in. I think you're absolutely right, Max. I think that is a really good comment that you've made. Sometimes fans forget that players are people too. Doesn't it can have a massive effect. It can have a massive effect. Like, it just can. It depends what sort of human you are. We're all different, aren't we? I just think, as a player, if I was a player, I just wouldn't have social media. I wouldn't read it. Like, I go through weeks and don't read my comments because people are nasty. And people hide behind a keyboard. They never say it to your face. If they met you, they'd be the first ones to ask for a selfie, the first ones to ask for a raffle prize, but the first ones to be nasty. But this is just the world these days. People don't have respect for one another anymore. You have to be fair and level-headed and honest, and just be fair. Don't have to be nasty, but you say, yeah, he's not been good enough. He's been way short of what's required, and he needs dropping, or needs someone else being brought in. Yeah, email address. I'm going to put it on the. I'm going to put it in the conversation below on that little ticker bar, so you can see it. So if you want to get in touch, if you're interested in sponsoring a show, you can email me. It is info@footballmartin.com. And a massive shout out to Ben, who helped me set the email address up. There you go. It is on the ticker on the bottom. So if you know anybody that wants to get involved in the channel, sponsor any shows, drop us an email. Moses Cisse picks it up. Stuart's out on this right-hand side. Fraser's down, holding his face. Yeah, there's a good shout, Pete. I've already contacted Red Funnel. And yeah, no response. P&O's a good shout. Whether they get involved, they might do. Fraser's volleyed it and he's put it about 50 foot in the air. Christ. We have a Wally on the live, Ryan Powell. He subscribed to me but wanted to come on and be a dick. Always one dick. 42. Not long left now. My dad is good, Ben. Thank you. I'm going to film with him actually over the weekend. Yeah, he's top form, mate. We're going to rank some football shirts together. We're going to do championship home shirt ranking this weekend. I'm going to go to his house and film it. But yeah, no, he's good. Thanks, mate. It was a little bit rough actually early on in the summer. He was poorly, but he's all right now. He's back to normal. He is coming to the game next weekend and he'll be at the Wrexham game as well. So thank you for asking, mate. Yeah, a lot of people saying Jack Stevens is a liability. Yeah, I will do, Ben. Thank you, mate. Is anyone streaming the game for free? They are over on X. Loads of people have shared it on the hashtag SaintsFC timeline. The club did charge for it, but it did turn out that it was free and available from Espanyol on their X feed. I guess you just don't get the British commentary. It's been a really scrappy game. Final third from Saints has been really poor. Wait for the meltdown across social media, that is for sure. Jack Stevens will take absolute pouters. Penalty given away. He's blamed for that, but it was a dive. Softest penalty I've seen in a long time. And yeah, the first one was just a bit of a mix-up with Ryan Manning. We have a lot of centre-backs at the club. I think it's 6 at the club right now. We're right in saying. We're into the final minute. It's nearly finished. Espanyol YouTube channel for free. I think it's difficult for any defender. You could say Jack, you could say Ronnie, you could say any of the defenders. You've got to try and defend, but it's very difficult if you're defending in anywhere inside the box. If a player's going to throw himself to the deck under the slightest of touches, it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Jack Stevens, Joshua Kwasi, there's not loads you can do about it. It just is what it is. You can't not try and defend. But it's just how it happens. You can sit off and just let the defender have a shot, but you're better trying to defend it and do a job. 2 minutes of added time. Yeah, Ben, I am with you on that. When I get you on the channel, week after next, if you're available, when we do our season preview, we'll definitely talk about the squad as it stands. We'll talk about Damien Downs as well, but I'm with you. Not seen a great deal of him at all. He looks quite raw, doesn't he? Like in the clips we've seen of him. Harwood Bellis left behind, mate. As we talk about Damien Downs, he's just netted. He's just scored, Damien Downs. It's a good hit as well. Number 42, Damien Downs, has just scored. Good way to end, actually. It's a good way to end it. Jay Robinson, though. That's a positive to take out of it. Damien Downs nets his first Saints goal. He ain't done a lot up to now. Me and Ben were just discussing it. Lovely pass down the right-hand side. First time hit. It's a really good goal. He's took it really well. Yeah, fair play. It's a really good goal, that. Damien Downs scores his first goal. That's a real positive to take out of it. And then maybe that'll just calm everyone down just a little bit. That's it. Game over. But Damien Downs does that. One more game next week of pre-season. But all in all, to finish up with that strike. Jay Robinson with a lovely pass. Damien Downs with a lovely hit. Love to get your thoughts on that. It finishes up 2-1. And they're a good side, Espanyol. It's like only two. Was it his first touch? Pretty much, wasn't it? Hopefully they'll show some of this back. Yeah, game over. Commentary's ended as well. Happy days. That is it. So good for Damien Downs to get himself his first Saints goal. That ended very abruptly. The stream actually from the club. I thought it might stay on and maybe give some of the touchline bits as well, but no, they didn't. Right, let's get you guys in the chat as well. 190 of you in. Thank you for tuning in. Downs, yeah, it's a good hit from him. You've got to say it was a good hit. And really and truly, it wasn't a penalty, was it? It wasn't a penalty. So, yeah, it was, yeah, a little bit, could have easily finished up 1-1. Right, let's get to the chat below. Great feed, great finish. Yeah, he took it really well. It was a good hit, wasn't it? Really good goal. Should have been 1-1. I totally agree. Should have been 1-1. Great live. Thank you very much. It was a really, really good finish. Really good. Thank you, mate. I will do that. I will definitely do it. Thank you very much, Alexander. I really, really appreciate that. But yeah, Damien Downs. It was another run out. I don't think you can read too much into it. We did look a little bit tired, I thought. I did think they looked a little bit tired, a little bit leggy in midfield. Not loads of like sharpness. You know, we didn't look like, we just looked heavy legged. But then it's going to be a lot hotter. It was like 25, 30 degrees. They've had a really heavy week's training. It might look very different in a week's time. I am with you about Robinson. I think he is nailing down that left-hand side spot. I've got to be totally honest with you. We looked a far better side when Jay Robinson come on. We looked really good. He's a really, really, really good player. Really good. It was a soft pen. Ryan, it was a soft pen, even though you said that I eat whatever you say. But yeah, it was a very soft penalty. Don't want to see Ryan Fraser playing. Unfortunately, Jet, I think you will. He's played a lot of football in pre-season. Showed a lot of energy. He has. But his end product at times, do you know what? Yeah, his end product at times is just not good enough. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm going to do loads more of it. That is for sure. If you want to get involved in the channel, do let me know. Anybody wants to get involved on match day, certainly at St Mary's, I think it'd be really good for the home games. We could do loads and loads more. Quality strike. It was a really good strike. Great stream. Yeah, it wasn't my greatest. Could be better. I'm doing everything myself. So I'm doing like watching it. I'm doing the graphics. I need to get a plug-in to make streaming a lot easier. That will be the next step. Not quite at that point just yet. Harrison, love to get your thoughts on it. Commentator's curse. That was mine, definitely. With Damien Downs saying that he'd not done anything to touch the ball, and then it did go and like smash it in the back of the net. As me and Ben were having a bit of a conversation there. But yeah, he took it really, really well. Fraser talks a good game. I haven't heard loads from Fraser actually in sort of recent months. But yeah, he always did talk a good game before. But yeah, I would like to see the Saints. Adam, I've been out of the loop. Is Harwood Bellis lined up for leaving the club? Well, I don't think Harwood Bellis will go anywhere at the moment because he's injured. I don't think he'll go in this window. I think he'll end up still being here. But they don't think he's going to be fit till into August. But yeah, I'd say there's a lot of question marks at who starts at centre-back. Joshua Kwasi's looked the best centre-back I've seen in pre-season, the youngest centre-back at the club, looking the best. Jack Stevens obviously having a difficult time, and there's a lot of scrutiny around him. He's been given a 3-year contract, hasn't he? I still think the 3 years was too long, personally. Maybe a year extension, maybe, but 3 years is a lot. Fullbacks in the second half look better. I agree with Joe on that one for sure. Much better in the second half. Yeah, we looked a bit more comfortable Ronnie Edwards playing at right back in that first half was a bit of a strange one. He looks more settled at centre back, doesn't he? For sure. But a lot of people will be talking about Jack Stevens. But it's still early in pre-season. We've got a Brighton and Hove Albion next week. And we will see how we line up. I think we will see pretty much the 11 that will start, you would think, against Wrexham in the opening game. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for the great show. No, do appreciate your kind comments. I think that Stevens is playing his last year. My mate, give him a 3-year contract. So I don't think he's going to go anywhere anytime soon, unfortunately. Sam said Saints have better centre-backs than Stevens, but he's the only vocal player. Yeah, it's quite a quiet squad, isn't it? It is really, really quiet squad. Luke, how different do you see the squad being for the Brighton game? Honestly, I don't see it being that different. You know, other than you may see Flynn Downs back and you may see Tyler Dibbling. That's all, really. They're the changes you're going to see, I would say. But yeah, I don't see major changes. It's just Dibbling will play in the 10. You would think that Dibbling will play in the 10 if he's fit. But yeah, I think he'd maybe start with Damien Downs and give him some more game time. I think after that goal today, you just want to get him into momentum, get him scoring goals. I think that's going to be really, really important. As my dad tries to phone me. Obviously doesn't realise I'm doing a watch-along this morning. Keeper position, who do you think the number 1 will be come Wrexham? Well, it will be if he's at the club. It's a question, isn't it? Because do you play? It is a good point. Do you play? Because I'm instantly thinking Ramsdale's your best goalkeeper, but then if he goes and gets injured, and they want to move him on, say they do, yeah, I think it's an interesting one, Ben. I do. I think there's a big decision. Mitsuki, I'm not sure if he break in. I think he's looked all right in glimpses, but obviously to miss this training camp will be a big blow for him, seeing that he was trying to break in. But yeah, I think it will. I'm with Sam in the chat. It will be Bazunu. I would imagine that he played well in the early game, midweek, the first game abroad. I think he played really well, made some good saves. I think it will be him. I think he'd be the number 1. I don't think it'd be McCarthy. I don't think McCarthy would be number 1. I just don't see it at all. But Robinson looks brilliant. Everyone's saying the same about Robinson. He looks the real deal. Right, last minute of my live stream this morning. I've been live for the last 1 hour and 50 minutes. I've enjoyed it. A few technical issues getting the stream going first thing. Macca shouldn't be number 2. Who would be your number 2? Who would you go out and sign then as your number 2? I don't think we will get a better number 2 than Alex McCarthy. I've got to be totally honest. That it's who the number 3 is. But I think he's a decent number 2, really. Let's be honest. If we needed him, he'd be more than good enough, in my opinion. I don't think he's a terrible goalkeeper. I just don't think he's a number 1. But a great backup. He could be number 2 for pretty much any championship club, in my opinion. But yeah, Ramsdale, what happens there? He's played the whole game today. So now obviously, I spoke about him getting injured, but they've played him today. So we will see. Right, thank you for tuning in. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. I will be back with some more content over the coming days. If you're subscribed, you'll see it. I might do a live stream potentially tomorrow evening. I need to look into that. But we will see what happens. I might try and get a guest on tomorrow actually and do like a Sunday live. I just need to see what other Saints channels are doing, because I know Total Saints do a bit on Sundays, Saints Network do a bit. You don't want to clash with anyone else, so I will just look and see what other people were doing, and then we will probably jump on a live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend, whatever you're doing, and if you're at the Brighton and Hove Albion game next weekend, I will see you there.